Hey everyone, this is the Marvel Legends Negative Zone Spider-Man. On the left is the one that I opened from the packaging myself, and on the right is the one from Aliexpress. If you are wondering whether the one from Aliexpress is original, do watch through the whole video. The one I got from Aliexpress simply comes in a plastic like this. Let's start off with the accessories. One thing that I noticed are the pegs of the hands. For the original, you can see that the tip of the peg has a very clean cut. But for the one from Aliexpress, you can kind of see the excess plastic at the tip over here. Not a major concern, but there is one difference that I managed to spot. Same goes for the other web shooting hand. For the wall crawling hand, same thing, clean cut on the authentic, a bit of excess plastic on the peg of the one from Aliexpress, and the other wall crawling hand, same thing, a very clean cut on the authentic, and the one from Aliexpress is there you can see a bit of excess plastic as well. So that's one thing about the extra hands from the Aliexpress version. Not really a major concern, but there is that small difference over there. It's kind of similar to the one from the Cyborg Spidey that I got from Aliexpress, that excess plastic on the hand. For the fist, the peg is actually the same. The one from Aliexpress doesn't have the excess plastic, unlike the other hands. For the pizza, it's exactly the same. Now, hands aside, the appearance of the figure. For the paintwork, you guys know that it can be inconsistent even for the original figure. Sometimes they can have good paintwork, very sharp and crisp, and sometimes there can be a blemish or a blotch here and there. For example, you can see the spider logo is not painted as sharp as the one from Aliexpress. But the one from Aliexpress has a black spot over here where the white paint is rubbed off. And yeah, this sort of thing is kind of throughout the figure. Nothing major, but some are obvious. For example, you can see at the app crunch here, it is all black. But for the one from Aliexpress, the black paint is not painted all the way to the end, and you can see the white line here. Something which is minor but obvious enough for me to spot. And at the back, I feel that the spider logo is also slightly off center. You can see that the hole is not exactly at the center of the Spidey logo as compared to this one. There, even for mine, there is that white chip over there. Down to the legs. The legs look fine. But what's more important is the gap at the elbow. You can see that there is the R which is embossed at the gap. And also the letter L. You can just see the line. You can see the bottom part of the L. And the one from Aliexpress also has that. There, the R at the gap embossed. And the L as well. A bit difficult to see, but it is there. And lastly, for the articulation, even for the original, I don't know why the app crunch is kind of really tight as compared to the original Pizza Spidey, where it bends quite easily. This Negative Zone Spidey doesn't crunch as much forward as compared to the Pizza Spidey, even though they are on the same body mold. I can't push it any further forward. Yeah, other than that, the articulation is all exactly the same. Same goes as the one from Aliexpress. All the joints are the same, and the tightness at the app crunch is also the same as the one that I got myself. The same thing is printed at the bottom of the feet. The peg holes are also in the same hexagon shape, and the number at the back of the thigh is different. But I wouldn't worry about that because even for the authentic, they can be different. One thing about the head sculpt, even for my own Spidey, is this patch over here. You can see that there is this part which is kind of not smooth, and you can see the obvious difference. It looks as if it has been sanded off or something. That's how the texture feels like. But for the one that I got from AliExpress, it has a bigger patch. There, you can see it's kind of circular. It's not too obvious, but obvious enough for you to spot if you look at it closely. I think this is a common problem. For those who have this figure, can you share with me if your negative zone Spidey also has that problem on the face? So my conclusion is that the one from AliExpress is actually authentic. Maybe it's a factory reject or it's overrun, or I'm not sure what the reason is. But I really do feel that it is authentic after comparing with the one that I opened from the packaging myself. Besides those minor paintwork differences, the only difference is actually just the age of the pack, as I've shared earlier, whereby the one from AliExpress has that little bit of excess plastic. It really is exactly the same. Thanks for watching. Do check out my other videos and I'll see you in the next one.